I got.
Going through that the weightlifting
Hey people, welcome to Tuesday, I believe it is. I don't remember. I think it's Tuesday. So is it Tuesday? Thank you. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday. Well, before you ask what the new yokai gun Wibble Wobble does, I have no idea. And I can't check since system maintenance is ongoing now. So yeah. Also, today I'm going to be reviewing Megaman NT Warrior Volumes 4 through 5. Alrighty then, folks. With 2 days left before I gotta return the books, it's time to review NT Warrior Volumes 4 and 5. And until further notice, this is going to be the last of these reviews. The school doesn't have any more volumes beyond 5. Alright, let's get started. I do need to make one quick correction though. In Volume 3, Base was not actually flying towards the pyramid, he was flying away from it. My mistake, although I don't have any clue as to why he was flying away from the pyramid, since he's evil and the greatest force of evil that continues to threaten us to even this day was symbolized with that location. Ancient Egypt! Da 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 da. Even though it's technically not actually an Egyptian pyramid! You get my point! Alright, so let's get going. Volume 4, Chapter 1. The battle between Megaman and the copies continues, and Megaman ends up saying he can finish it with one move, and proceeds to pretty much use Pharaoh Man to get the copies to not attack him. Pharaoh Man proceeds to unleash his snakes on Megaman for that action, and while Megaman continues to get his butt kicked. But not before Pharaoh Man tells him that the treasure they're seeking is something only he has. Never mind. And I thought I heard something. Anyway. After getting his butt tossed around even more, Megaman tells Lan to release full synchro, and Lan punches Megaman in response, saying that he won't. And after that, the two of them achieve a special style change and declare Megaman Hub Style. They beat the warriors, but the temple is destroyed by accident. And then Pharaoh Man and the 4 warriors depart for somewhere. It's not really made clear where they're going. Overall, Chapter 1's pretty good. It's amazing. Sorry, it took me a minute. I had to use the bathroom. Alright, so Chapter 2. We begin with Megaman and Lan attempting to show the others hub style, but they can only just use a cheesy visual. Manga's words, not mine. And they proceed to admit that the hub style isn't something they really can summon up well. After a bit of exposition about the style changes, Lan's told by his teacher that a friend from another school is waiting for him. And this turns out to be Shaw. The two proceed to battle, well, to see how far the other's gone. And their battle ends up being observed by somebody who attacks them with Airman and .exe. But before that, 2 other things happen. Proto Man has to use an anti-base attack on Megaman, and Megaman once again tries and fails to use Hub Style. Yeah. Airman attacks the area, causing some damage in the real world, separating the land from the pet. And Airman pretty much threatens to kill Megaman if Proto Man doesn't surrender. Shaw reveals that the net-op is from something on his grave. I get the impression they might be in Battle Network 3. I'm gonna need to check that later. I don't know. But Megaman and Lan ended up achieving perfect synchro, which is what they did to actually unlock Hub Style, and well, they pretty much kick Airman's butt. Can't say you can't be beaten now, Airman. Even if you are a different reality, Airman, you were beaten. However, one problem. I did forget to mention this one bit earlier, but it was kind of a blessing in disguise that Megaman wasn't able to just activate Hub Style around and roll in the others, because, well, Megaman and Lan lose control of Hub Style and pretty much go on a rampage. Chapter 2 was good. Moving into Chapter 3, Proto Man's pretty easily beaten by Hub Style, and while that happens, Airman Snap is arrested, and then Shaw meets a guy named Yuki, a professor who works for the Net Police, who saves Proto Man from Megaman. However, Megaman ends up going on a rampage, and his path puts some planes in danger, so a disaster weapon needs to be prepared to stop Megaman if necessary. Proto Man is able to make Megaman revert back to normal along with Lan, and both Proto Man and Shaw give the duo a chewing out for what happened. This chapter's pretty breathtaking. The stakes are pretty high and the action's really good. And I'll freely admit, Yuki's pretty interesting. Although the chapter says he speaks a melange of Japanese and English, whatever melange means, I'll flash that word on screen. I guess that's something that was in the original Japanese. Alright. Getting into Chapter 4. Grave / Gospel, as I just now learned that they were called in the second game, prepares several net navies to battle Hub Style. And then we go over to Lan and Megaman. The two of them now having a new pet to replace the broken one. The pet is actually the plug-in pet, which actually debuted in the NT Warrior anime and appeared in Battle Network 3 and a couple side games. However, we soon see that a lock has been put in to stop Megaman from jacking in. May I ask what may be a stupid question? Is there such thing as safety locks in that place? To stop, like, kids from that battling? Whatever. And then we go to Shaw, Kei, and Oda discussing their plans to try and find and stop Grave, and we learn there's a tracker in the new pet. You know, you could have told Lan you this information. That would have been very useful. Whatever. We learn that Lan's class has been invited to a cruise, which, unknown to them, it's to lure Grave out of hiding, because they're after Hub Style. While on the boat, something happens to the thermostat, and when Lan has Megaman jack in, the lock stops him. Roll and Gutsman are both sent in, but are both frozen solid by the net nav responsible, Freeze Man. Proto Man and Shaw arrive to battle Grave, and apart from Freeze Man, there's also Magnet Man, Cut Man, Quick Man, and Night Man. K arrives and removes the lock, and Mega Man goes in to help Proto Man, and while they do stop the net navies, a trap is sprung. Chapter 4 is just kinda I just can't describe why this one's just meh. Going into the last chapter of the 4th volume, the trap, the Grave virus beast, is unleashed on Mega Man and Proto Man. K leaves, having been the one to unlock the pet, if I forgot to mention that, and proceeds to ignore Oda when he's asked to give a status report. Lan and Shaw go into full synchro, but the battle ends up making Lan and Mega Man achieve perfect synchro and unleash hub style. The virus beast is stunned, but Mega Man turns his attention to Proto Man. But luckily, Lan and Mega Man, somehow it's not clear how they do it, are able to get control over hub style. Proto Man is retreated into his pet, which I should know is the same model as the one that Mega Man is now in, and Shaw ends up learning that K is in charge of Grave/Gospel, and even worse, he's got base on standby. Wow. That's the only word I can really think of to summarize this chapter. Just wow. Not bad, well, just wow. Getting into Volume 5, Chapter 1, Base proceeds to head to Mega Man's current location, and we see that Roll and Gutsman have both been thawed out, likely thanks to Freeze Man's defeat. Not sure. The virus beast nearly attacks the two, but Mega Man Hub Style saves them. Back in the real world, Shaw tries, and fails, to arrest K, and we learn K Yuki's just some alias he made up. His real name is apparently Sean, or is it Scene Hero, I think? I don't know how to pronounce that, but whatever. Mega Man Hub Style begins a battle with Base, and Base is able to land a clear hit on Mega Man because he's distracted by Roll almost getting hit. Base ends up destroying the Grey Virus Beast because it was in his way, and Roll and Gutsman proceed to leave. This chapter's pretty good. Getting into the second chapter, the battle continues, and news reporters actually arrive over the boat, and while we quickly see Lan's dad, who tries to tell his son to get out of the battle, and Mega Man, using Hub Style, is able to beat Base, but because of Base's ability, the Get ability, which I guess is this universe's version of the copy chip, kicks in and copies Hub Style and proceeds to smear Mega Man, breaking perfect synchro and leaving the blue bomber on his own. This chapter's good. Getting into Chapter 3, people on the boat are rescued, and Maylube attempts to go and locate Lan, but Shaw assures her that he'll find them. Base attempts to delete Mega Man, and Lan is found, but refuses to leave without Mega Man. The two are able to reactivate Hub Style, and while incomplete, they do manage to stop Base, though he survives. Lan and Shaw do leave the boat alive, but Lan and Mega Man do know Base will be back eventually. And the book does advertise Base's origins, but I'm not going to find out because my school doesn't have anything more than these two left. 4 and 5. Yeah. Getting into Chapter 4, a professor who can send his mind into the net is introduced. He looks a lot like Dr. Cossack, as an aside. We then go to Mega Man, Roll, and Proto Man going into the main net city to kind of relax after what's been going on as of late. And the crowd gathers around them because Mega Man is famous. Although Mega Man wonders if there's like an idol or something. Okay. I should not be surprised that pop idols exist in this universe, since this is primarily Japanese made. But I'm just wondering where exactly they can be, because if memory serves correctly, there's 4, 5 tops female net navies in the games. Roll being one of them. Just saying. The three fall into a trap door and they encounter the professor. Mega Man battles a net navi who I sadly was not able to identify, who requests them that Mega Man use Hub Style to finish him. And after that battle, Professor informs Megaman and Lan there's one weakness with Hubstyle. The transformation leaves them open for attack. Chapter 4, the only word I can use to summarize is just wow. One more chapter. Just one more chapter, and I'm gonna be done. Alright, chapter 5 starts out with the professor informing various net battlers about some crisis. I have no idea. Lamb ponders about some events being previous events, and he encounters Melu seemingly about to be attacked by somebody, though she defends herself pretty decently. Yeah. Moving on. Explosions occur around the town, and Megaman proceeds to head into the net to see what's going on. He ends up encountering a dark-powered Torchman, who somehow upgrades himself into Fireman/Flareman according to the information on the character from what game he was in, I don't remember. Megaman and Lan use Hubstyle, but the enemy Navi is able to survive the attack. The new guy, I don't remember if they say his name, sends in his Net Navi Kingman, and unfortunately my experience with the book ends on a cliffhanger, the big thing I was worried about when I checked this thing out initially, and with Megaman realizing that the dark power negates Hubstyle. This chapter's pretty good. And it's sad to say that my experience ends with a cliffhanger. If anyone can point me out to somewhere I can get the books or like scans or something, please do so. Overall, both really good. And this is really a series I recommend you check out. And this will probably be the last review that I do like this for a while. I may end up reviewing these, which I've still yet to open. Although it's probably going to be a different style, I don't know yet. And yeah, I'll get to opening those eventually. Well, that's it for today. Got a bunch of stuff done, and I still got a lot more stuff to do. Ugh. Whatever, shall I come back for another Pika vlog tomorrow?